Hello and welcome to Your Shout. I'm in the kitchen. I'm stuck in the kitchen at the moment. I've been booted out of my little cubby hole basically. So I haven't got much of a backdrop here. So actually, hold on. That's better. Right, we're on Your Shout. You've sent me some videos. This is one of my favourite Your Shouts so far. We did the transfer window the other day, and that was all well and good. But since the transfer window, we've had basically a load of people calling each other liars. So there's been a lot of reaction towards the board. There's been a lot of reaction towards Bilic. The director of sport in Lisbon or whatever has come out. Sky Sports have come out. Well, not come out. You know, but they've come out and said that Sullivan's a liar. So everyone's got pretty strong opinions about it anyway. But we've got Mike, who's coming up first, and Mike has got some really good points. Then we've got Scott, my mate Scott, who is not happy at all. We've also got Tom. I've put him near the end because he's done a sort of 6-minute rant. It's really good. He makes some really valid points. And we've also got Avit. Now Avit appears twice in this because initially he sent me a first video and then he has gone down to see the Thames Ironworks community boys play their first match today. So right at the end there's a report from him from today's match, so make sure you hang around for that. Right, without further ado, I'm going to get cracking. I've also got to get cracking making the dinner, so I won't be finishing this video. I'll leave you with Avit to finish off at the end. Please subscribe. Thanks for watching. Keep sending in your videos to info@hammerschat.com. We've got a message from the board first. Message from the board, courtesy of Canning Town Len. Go and follow him on Twitter @Canning Town Len. And then we've got Mike.
Greetings from the boardroom. It appears that yesterday's board announcement has upset one or two of our fans. We'd like to take this opportunity to reassure our loyal fans that our thoughts are with you first and foremost, which is why we'd like you to know that we'll be seeing a range of banners in our club shop priced at $89.99.
Hello Hammers fans, Mike here. I'm good, hope you're good too. Now, I see our good friend Mr. Sullivan has been taking PR advice from the Hitler Appreciation Society again. What a mess. He clearly wants to get rid of Bilic, but he hasn't got the balls to actually go ahead and do it himself. It's a bit like when you're 16 and you want to dump your first ever girlfriend, but you don't really know how to go about it, or you haven't got the guts to do it. So what you do is you don't call her, start slagging her off behind her back to all your friends and her friends, and then hope she goes away. I mean, that's a ridiculous thing to do. She deserved better, and you know what? Bilic deserves better. And the worst comes away. It's come to really petty now when he's put on the club website that he offered or could have got Sanchez or the guy from Paris Saint-Germain with the really high-scoring Scrabble name, and said, oh, Bilic didn't want them. It's a bit like a generation game, isn't it? Here's what you could have won if it weren't for that nasty Mr. Bilic. But this, of course, has backfired. It's backfired dramatically because a week ago, I think most West Ham fans, not all by any stretch, but a lot of West Ham fans had enough of Bilic. Tactically inept, blah, blah, blah. This isn't a video about Bilic, so I won't go into that too much. It's been covered in other videos very well. But ultimately, you know, we were all ready to get rid of Bilic. Now, we're all thinking, you shouldn't treat Bilic like that. He's a decent bloke. And our sympathy's back with Bilic. What a bell end you are, Mr. Sullivan, for doing that. I mean, you've been running football clubs for near on 20 years. You'd think you'd know how to do it now. You think you know to be up front. Come on, if he turned around and said, you know what, we're not spending any more money in this transfer window because we're going to invest it with a new manager, bye Bilic. Even if you disagree with that, even if you weren't to keep Bilic, it would have been some kind of strategy, something comprehensive that people could have got behind and go, okay, I can see what they're doing, even if you disagree with it. But what we've got is a mess. And to add to that mess, he's now taken out a 30 million loan and mortgaged that loan against the tenancy at the London Stadium and the training ground. Great, good work. He had a net spend of 19.5 in that transfer window, and we've got taken what 100 million just in from the Premier League TV deal. Where's that money gone? What are you spending your 30 million quid on? We've all run a bit short of money after a few nights out, but crikey, what the hell has he been spending it on? That guy must have one hell of a cocaine habit if all that money's gone that way. Anyway, that's enough for me. Enjoy the rest of your weekday, whatever, and yeah, cool. Come on, you Irons. It's got to get better, hasn't it?
Hello, Len here. Why's everyone getting their knickers in a twist about transfer deadline day? We did sign Sacco again, didn't we? Just like Crystal Palace, they signed a Sacco and all. And what's good enough for Crystal Palace is good enough for West Ham. And we're getting linked with this Spanish geezer, Rafa, wants to take Super Slaven's job. I don't think so. He did rubbish. I saw him away to Wimbledon last year and he lost. We'll stick with what we know. Super Slaven, Cockney through and through. Come on, you Irons.
It's a video really about the owners. Absolutely bloody embarrassing. Just when you think they can't do anything worse, they top it. So I was sold. We moved from a ground. I was sold on that. Absolute lies. And it's just lies after lies after lies. And then they've been caught out, you know, deadline day. Yeah, we did this, we did that, we did the other. And it wasn't done. You know, you've got people from other clubs basically saying, you know, your chairman's a liar. He didn't do this, he didn't do that, he didn't do the other. You know, we tried to do this, but we couldn't get the medical. All the facts are coming out. All the facts are coming out. You've gone and done an interview and you've lied. You've lied. Makes me feel stupid. It's like you're treating the fans like you'll believe whatever I tell you because you're stupid. We're not stupid. We're really not stupid. And you're being found out now. It's time for you to go. It's time for you to sell up. But you're not going to do. You're not going to do because what your business is about, where you made your money is in the porn industry. So you're used to just lying back and watching everybody else get fucked around you. Well, we ain't getting fucked around you anymore. It's time for you to go. Get your ass out of West Ham. Let's get somebody in who wants to invest because you've invested nothing. All you've done is take. I'm a West Ham fan. I'm this, I'm that. I've got pictures of you in a Birmingham top. You know what I mean? Wherever you are a chameleon. And this lad just needs to go.
Absolutely gutted. That's the only way I can describe my weekend. I got an eye infection in both eyes, which is why I've had to cover up. I couldn't find a patch, so this is the next best thing. And that in turn made me miss the West Ham ladies match, which was apparently like a Tom Finney final. Was it a Tom Finney? No, a Matthews final. 4-3, you know, losing, winning. Everything happened. David Sullivan was there. Jack Sullivan was there. The ice cream van outside the gate was there. Everybody was there except me. Missed it. Damn and blast. Good news is I've been asked by Thames Ironworks community team to take some photographs this Sunday. You know, my eye will be better by then. I'm not saying, I'm going to turn up because I've got a bad eye or anything like that. But no, I'm sure it'll be better. And sorry I look a bit like Ned Kelly here, you know. Don't want to terrify anyone. Oh, just quick word from our sponsors. Wheat is it Wheat Biscuit or Whisk Biscuit or something like that. Yeah, helps you keep going in the morning or something like that. That's it really. Good to be back. Unless they don't show this and then bollocks to you.
Hi guys, Tom here. What on earth is going on at West Ham United Football Club? Absolute shambles at the moment, isn't it? We start with the transfer window. Started really well actually, to be honest with you. Didn't end so great, but it started well. With Hart, Zaba, Arnautovic and Hernandez. 4 quality players, can't argue with that. 4 players to go straight into the first 11, that's what we wanted. But I think after that Hernandez signing, the board, after receiving all the credit they got, and like I say, rightfully so, they completely rested on their laurels after that, to be honest with you. No more incomings, then let too many players go. irresponsibly, to be honest with you. It's a fact, isn't it? Season upon season, we suffer with injuries, and we can't go into a season with a paper-thin squad. We really, really can't. We need cover, and we need cover desperately in certain areas. One of the main ones would be up front, really, because now we've got Chicharito, absolutely fantastic. And even if by miracle he stays fit for the whole season, what options are you going to have on the bench? Because there are going to be times where both Carroll and Sacco are out on the sidelines, and there's going to be nobody to bring on when we need to change a game. That's a lot of pressure on Hernandez, and somebody else needed to be brought in. It was obvious. Wingers, two natural wingers left really, Arnautovic and Antonio. So again, nobody on the bench really to change the game. And by the same token, if one of those get injured, what do we do then? It's going to be square pegs in round holes again, playing players out of position, which certainly isn't ideal. Snodgrass, we let him go. I wasn't a fan of his at all, did not rate him, wanted him to leave the club. He has, fantastic. But we needed a replacement. Can't just let him go and not bring anybody else in. Shocking. Then Feghouli, personally, I think we've let Feghouli go far too early. I think that sometimes it takes players that come from abroad a season to settle in, and you have to understand that. Give him that first season, and at times I think he looked decent as well, to be honest with you, last season, and I think he would have improved this season and looked even better. So, shocking. But to be fair, when he left, I did think he's going purely because he's on such a high wage and we'd be bringing in another massive earner. Well, that's not happened, so it was a pointless exercise, wasn't it, in the first place? We've lost a decent squad player there. We're really lacking at the moment in central midfield. You can see that. Gonzo said on a few occasions, I really agree with him, that that midfield looks completely dysfunctional, and for some reason they seem to offer such little protection to the back four. That's where I'm going to talk about Nordveit. I was a fan of Nordveit. I think he was a bit harshly done by, really. Didn't play very often in his own position, and when he did, I don't think he looked too bad. And he's probably the same as Feghouli in the sense that not only he needed probably a season, he probably also needed a good run of games in that position, which he never got. You can't judge somebody over 2 or 3 games, especially when they've come from another country. You've got to give these players time, and we haven't done that, and I'm really disappointed by that. And letting them all go, all it's done is, like I say, it's left us with this tiny, tiny squad, and I can just see it being an uphill battle this season now. When the injuries come, which they will, we know they will, it's going to be desperate times, and we could have done so much more than what we did. And it appears to me one of the main problems is a bit of game playing, really, between David Sullivan and Slaven Bilic. And I'm obviously going to side with Slaven Bilic on this one. I think Slaven Bilic is a great bloke, a nice man. I've been pro Bilic, and I still want it to work out for him. But I'm not sure it's going to. He's got his hands tied behind his back. He's having David Sullivan spout off a load of rubbish about him left, right and centre, saying that he'd offered him Renato Sanchez and he'd turned it down. Why are you coming out and said, why do we need to know that? Why have you come out and said that? You've done that purely to deflect any blame away from yourself. Took the coward's way out, in my opinion, and you've labelled all the blame on Slav. Not good enough. That's not how you treat people, and that's not how you should be treating a man like Slaven Bilic, who goes about his work with dignity. And I think David Sullivan preys on that a bit, to be honest with you. He knows that Slav's not going to come out and say anything against him. He did it with Avram Grant. He negotiated with another manager behind Avram Grant's back. And at the end of it, he still wasn't brave enough or whatever to go and sack the bloke. And we were relegated that season purely because of that, in my opinion, because he couldn't go and sack him when he should have done. Should he sack Slaven Bilic? Well, if he's feeling that he can't back him, then he needs to. You can't just do neither. We can't have this. You've got to be cohesive. You've got to do one or the other, I'm afraid. And he's doing neither, and he's coming out, he's saying his rubbish on the official website. I've just had enough of it, to be honest with you. Just, for me, the board have got to go. I don't think they will. They're onto a good thing here. They're not going to leave. This is going to happen now, season after season. But yeah, personally, bored out. Want Slav to get a bit longer, and I just really hope he gets it right. I really do, and shows everyone. Right, thanks a lot, guys. Speak soon.
Gio asked me to do your shout thing. Like, see the old, oh, make me handshake. Cut. Right, this is for your shout. This Thames Ironworks first league match. I'm here as a snapper, not a fish, not a photographer, and they're winning 3-1 at the moment. Not long to go. Lukey boy came on and made one, first touch of the ball. Well, it weren't quite the first touch of the ball, but Robocop's come on. Geezer was the man of the match last time I was here. He was playing well. Ain't had the ball much. We got celebrity bench, I think. I've never heard of any of them, but they all seem to be celebrities. And it's all good. It's all good. They're playing well. 3-1 the score. I'm not sure of anyone's name at the moment, but number 12 is really good. He's just gone off. He's a bit like that Brazilian bloke. Harry Belafonte. No, not him. It's a joke. Some Brazilian footballer. Ronaldo. Anyway, something like that. And yeah, they're playing well. It's been good. I ain't had a cup of coffee yet. It's the same as the West Ham ladies, but you know, I'm getting used to it now. Yeah. That's it, 3-1. I've said that already, haven't I? Not much to report. Tom's over there doing the line, and he looks knackered. I don't know what he's not. I don't know what I don't even know when he knows the rules. Tom Down, that is. You know, he's over there on his own. I don't know if you can see him. He's right in the distance there, and he's got no one to moan to. So I suppose he's a bit upset at the moment. There's the Hammers TV people here, televising it, I suppose. And I don't know if they have a post-match pie or something after this, but looks like some of them have already had it, if you know what I'm saying.